Part 2. So, this is a special summer camp. This is a special summer camp where we're going to pay. We're doing research and development with virtual reality and sports and recreation and fitness and augmented reality and recreation and fitness and motion capture pictures with recreation, sports medicine, meaning we are pioneering how to take sports injuries and use virtual reality and augmented reality with top-notch athletes and help them recover faster. Help them avoid major career-ending surgeries by preventing major catastrophic injuries by using virtual reality and augmented reality simulations and training and incorporating it into their training environment, getting their measurements, getting their stride, their gait, everything ahead of time, already having the data in the system. We are the pioneers. This is Break the Cycle. This is Adonai, Community Mission. But more important, our school, our innovation school, where we merge all of this technology together and we give it to our young people. They're the individuals that we're going to train to master the virtual reality and the augmented reality, and they don't even know it. In the first grade, in the second grade, in the third grade. So the careers of the future in AI, in virtual reality, in augmented reality, these young students that you just saw in Leesburg, Florida, and Mount Dora, and in Haines City, and in Winter Haven, Florida, and in Orlando, Florida, and in Apopka, Florida, and in Eatonville, and in Pine Hills, Florida, and in Washington Shores. These are all hood neighborhoods of Orlando that y'all don't know nothing about. These are the urban hip-hop neighborhoods. Pine Hills, Mercy Drive, Washington Shores, Paramore, Eatonville. Y'all don't know nothing about this. You Disney tourists, you don't know nothing about this. The world don't know nothing about this. But the individuals of tomorrow who will master now in a summer camp the skills of AI, the skills of virtual reality, the technical skills of augmented reality, the technical skills of motion capture pictures, and then the film studios. Because when you create the motion capture pictures, that's when you can create the video games. From this location right here, my children run the day-to-day operation. And our family, Michael Jordan Angels Investment, L&W Enterprises is a hedge fund Tree of Life USA banks, Onyx, Wall Street, Water of Life banks are trust funds that my grandparents entrusted me with. So in 2024, just like a seasoned, aged, vintage wine, a vintage wine, you don't open the bottle on day one. It's worthless. A vintage wine has to be aged. You go through the process of planting the seed and harvesting the crop and bottling the wine, and then you store it to go through the aging process. And then on a specified date, depending on the recipe of that particular vintage, then you go and you open the bottle and you partake. Each child of mine has a different vintage date. My bride has a different vintage date. Every member of my family has a vintage date leading up to this very year. The reason I'm doing this video is because now we're going to show you, while everybody's talking about a financial crisis, while everybody's talking about Bible prophecy and all of this, I'm going to show you that nobody does it better than us and our family. Every single move that we have made, every single thing that I have done, every day of my life has been leading up to right here and right now. And what we specialize in doing is taking these and converting these CVS pharmacies, a pharmacy that used to deal poison, and we're going to convert it and put something called the 8 Laws of Health. And we're going to take CVS pharmacies and we're going to take the Johnson & Johnson pharmaceutical poison and death industry, the skull and bones industry of the Food and Drug Administration. Because this is exactly where eating those foods and taking those drugs, just like you see these buildings, all of you who are dependent on poison, drugs, man-made, this is a parable for your sanctuary. Don't you know that your body is the temple of God? So all of these CVS's that are run down, we're here in Haines City, Florida. We target specifically pharmaceutical companies that have failed, gone out of business. Their business model doesn't work. And any hospital investing in this business model, to all hospitals investing in this is a vote. And we're gonna come into these graveyards and we're gonna put life, community gardens, we have a competition. It's called Let's Get in the Beginning Fit. Let's Get in the Beginning One Love, the One Love IMG. Here in Orlando, Florida, they have a sports academy called IMG. We taking in one summer camp right here. In one summer camp, we creating the hip hop One Love IMG. based off 8 laws of health. We reverse engineering poison, and we're going to give life. We're going to challenge the community to get off of poison. We call it a hate waste fast. We hate putting any waste into our sanctuaries. We're going to challenge y'all. Today is May the 1st. This is the beginning of the Let's Get in the Beginning Crossroads Fit. So IMG Academy and all of these people who have invested in the poison model. We are the opposite end of the spectrum, and we're going to create the hip hop, one love, single IMG. Let's get in the beginning Crossroads Fit Games. 90-day challenge. We're going to challenge y'all for 16 weeks in the summer, starting this week. Soon as they get out of school. So the last 4 weeks of school, we're going to sign people up in all of these neighborhoods all across the country. If you're not registered in these 4 weeks, you cannot participate. And we paying our campers. We paying our campers because the One Love IMG is an image. We capturing the image. We making video games. We making motion capture. We making film. And in each one of these cities and neighborhoods, we're doing the same exact model. We're going to find a rundown CVS. We're going to get land for the community garden. We're going to put a retail hub in a location so you could come and get the uniforms, the sneakers, the jerseys of each and every player. And the same kids that play in the league, we're going to also teach them the skills how to make their own fashion lines, how to make their own sneakers. They're going to own the businesses. This is an ownership agreement. Any of y'all playing for free, any of y'all allowing your babies, or any of y'all paying somebody else for anything, when your babies are the best in the world, are the fastest in the world, that's called slavery. If the NCAA is paying student athletes, how are you letting your baby play for free? How are you paying somebody? How are you going to let your child waste a whole summer? How are you paying people to train your babies when the value of what they have demands that the world pays them the top dollar? We're going to show you that our summer camp and the people in our summer camp, $23 trillion. $23 trillion annually is what you waste by letting your children go to college. $23 trillion annually is what you waste by letting your children go to high school and not get a dime. $23 trillion annually is what you waste when you let your babies go to middle school on Tuesday. My daughter Deja, her birthday is May the 4th. On Tuesday, we begin taking applications. On Tuesday, May the 4th. Let's get in the beginning Crossroads Fit. where you get paid to come to summer camp and compete. And we're going to crown who's the best of the best in our urban neighborhoods in the world. At the end of the summer, we're going to have a Golden Scepter award show and fashion show. And we're going to crown the best of the best in our urban hip-hop, One Love IMG neighborhoods. Come get it.